Guy's sorry for the meg.
Okay. Let it be once.
What? Dude, I can't even hear him because you're so fucking loud.
Me up. Okay. Let's see if this will run. Hold up. How much stuff is open? Nothing's even open. Okay.
Throughout the history of the internet, you've always had the ability to meet different people and connect yourself into communities. On the surface level, there's people who love to cook. Food. The entire fashion community. There's even people who
Oh, so loud.
become a full-time producer on a cracked FL studio. Yeah, I'm sure any day now Netspend's gonna ask you for that beat. However, deep dark down in the abyss that is the internet, there are some communities. There is a group that simply doesn't fit in with the rest. Their caves with anime figurines and lotion and do nothing but explore themselves. Watch
Alright, pause
content.
it, pause it.
Watching this type of content has just become part.
Chat, we need to analyze this. Okay. Are you the Gooner Scouts?
Gooner Scouts? What?
Soundboards.
Soundworks, what do you mean?
Yeah, you want to be the class clown, huh?
I don't even know what you're yapping about.
Dad, you want me to watch Saving Private Ryan with you? Why would I do that? I already have pictures of Ryan's private. These people consume so much of this type of content that they're just desensitized to it. When they see it, there's no longer a zing, no wow factor. Now compare that to somebody who lives on a remote island tribe, or somebody who lives in Pyongyang, North Korea. To
Pyongyang.
year, these sneaky individuals have been becoming more well-known online for their rather strange nature. You know, I think they're just misunderstood. Now, I know this is about to sound like a myth, but would you believe me if I told you that goon wasn't always viewed as such a weird word? Yes, there was a time where it meant nothing more than a hooligan, a delinquent. However, similar to what happens with everything on the internet, it got
What?
We have to talk about how this kind of looks like,
Queso?
It does not look like queso. It looks like Mr. Richardson.
There. What is that atrocious lava lamp?
I didn't even see that, bro. That looks like that is not no lava lamp. I know exactly what I'm using that for.
Yeah, wait, what is the end on top of the shelf? What
That's an N? Is that babies right there next to that mannequin thing?
What is the pot holder?
The pot holder?
I mean the flower holder. The flower holder. Yeah.
Yeah, let's we need to analyze this.
old definition. A goon could be described as a clumsy oaf. Hey, you know what? That's actually pretty cute. I wonder what it means now. To masturbate profusely. Person usually the act of very addicted or chronic math. Now,
We're not gonna talk about it. Oh, okay, never
I
mind.
think what separates your typical human to a gooner is quite a lot. For example, the overall mentality of a gooner is on a completely different level than, let's say, Charles Darwin or Albert Einstein. You think it's just something casual? No! In fact, that's an insult to these dedicated individuals. To them, it's a sense of life, a reason to live.
Oh, wait, I should download Reddit.
Of people who share different ways to enhance their setting up Skype calls or Discord servers to enjoy it together with one another so that no brother is ever alone.
They're doing Skype calls with Gooning.
Community for the sole reason to do this with other people. Like, genuinely, what do you even do after participating in this? I highly doubt that after everything's said and done, they just sit there like nothing happened, playing games or something.
Boy, that was good. Anybody down for some League of Legends?
As I continued my search to try and understand the wondrous lifestyle that these people live, I came across this post.
It's wild.
A whole new perspective.
Emergency gooning kit I made, just in case.
Let's see Gooning.
What is that computer?
Yo, why is that? Are the birds not supposed to find that? Why they got Campbell on there? Yo, why did I say birds? I'm just gonna shut up.
Worth of my private material.
Yo, are we fucking serious?
Great
This
material.
guy actually dedicated a part of his day to download all of the content, then pack all of his materials into this backpack, and then post it online. A laptop specifically for this, and 6 terabytes worth of content.
What?
Terabyte hard drive and like
Jesus
$100
Christ.
from
I
Best
don't even have
Buy.
6
Imagine
terabytes.
you're on a
I'm on a
camping trip
gaming
with this guy,
computer.
and you somehow
Yeah, let's fill it with Call of Duty points or CP.
just do me like old
Oh!
Yeller at that point,
Oh, see-
please.
oh.
Now, I think one of the reasons that this type of behavior has become so popular in recent times
Wait.
is due to the amount of sexual
Pause
content that you
pause
find on social media now, and how
Yeah, that was not the wind. Did you see that background?
Yo, yeah.
What is that back there? It's a ball! No! That is not the wind! Is that a choker? Bro, the light is even freaky.
Now go back to a little bit more.
Where do you want to go back to?
pulls out a fucking goon kit. Just do me like old Yeller at that point, please. Now, I think one of the reasons that this type of behavior
Pause
has
it.
become so
What?
Yeah?
What is on the floor? On the
I
bottom.
think it's just, the bottom right. That TV, is that a skull mask? Also, is that native body wash you have to goon with?
How do you
Yo, that is some evil crap.
How'd you know it was native?
Read that. Native.
How'd you know it was native?
Read the thing, it literally says native.
But the best example that I can
Twitter.
give is how much of
Yo, can you stop though?
content you see on Twitter and oh, I'm sorry, X. You know what? At this point, just call it XXX, honestly. When you open up the platform, it's almost inevitable that you're going to see
What?
some sort of adult content, whether you want to or not. Okay, for example, I'm going to the Summer Smash Music Festival this year, so when I search up Summer Smash on Twitter, tell me why one of the first results is some dude with his out. Like, I cannot possibly comprehend how the Twitter app sees me type music festival and goes, ah, so this guy must be looking for some It's not even
He was dead in his face.
other platforms too, TikTok or Instagram Reels.
Oh,
There have
TikTok
been
is
so many
relatable.
times where I search up something on TikTok and am immediately shown something
Yeah.
that I did not want to see.
That is
Times
100%. Pause it,
people
pause it.
in lingerie
Bruh, if I pause it, it's gonna lag.
educated by these videos. People who think they're
Where does he find these images of rooms? Is it a diaper?
videos of people in lingerie and the video's labeled as educational. Who the fuck is being educated by
I'm
these?
seeing the human anatomy.
They're slick by claiming they're visual
Remember
learners?
Bell?
Buddy, that's the oldest trick in the book. Not even this platform is safe. I'm sure 99% of you have seen those YouTube comments that say something super generic like, Pokemon never fails to make me laugh. But then you look at the profile picture and notice that it's just straight up corn on the cob. You see what I'm trying to do? Like, nobody is safe from the great goon invasion of the internet. It's almost everywhere. Now, with this type of content being everywhere and people constantly being exposed to it,
I want to see the comments.
you know, maybe it can start to have a bit of a negative effect on people's
Pause it.
brains and the way that they act in the real world. Also,
We've already looked at these.
Pokemon fails to make me laugh. I'm almost finished. Bro, this is a Lego YouTuber.
now with this type of content being everywhere and people constantly being exposed to it, don't you think that, I don't know, maybe it can start to have a bit of a negative effect on people's brains and the way that they act in the real world?
Oh, yeah,
Also,
scared
to
of
anybody who doesn't believe in that, there have been countless studies of this being the case, so please, shut up. One of the most notable events revolving this topic is an incident often referred to online as the Goonicide. Earlier this year, a video of a man approaching a Bikini Beans
Oh yeah, he kills him.
Almost immediately after the video was posted on social media,
I'm
it
the
went viral,
cameraman
and
and
it was
the
later confirmed
recorder.
that the
You're
man
the editor.
featured in
Fortnite just added this emote.
Yo, the first thing I went on YouTube for a second. The first thing I see is Fort Hub.
social media, it went viral, and it was later confirmed that the man featured in the video ended up committing. He left a note apologizing to both his wife and his children, asking for forgiveness. What the fuck? After certain people on TikTok,
The goon side.
there was something organized at the restaurant where the original incident took place, and it was called the Goonerol. Oh my god. When I saw the original video posted on Twitter, I remember going to the comments and of course seeing girls promote their OF.
Whoa, what?
Wouldn't they? In every possible chance they get. However, out of all OF models, a few names may be recognizable.
Sophie Rain.
You of course have
Yup.
the Bop House. Man, I sure wish somebody made a video about that.
Bro, he is
The legendary Belle Delphine.
Oh yeah, she saw her backwater.
The woman's name has been gaining more and more notoriety.
I think she also made a doll for. She's a man.
Who has been gaining
like-
so much attention recently?
No, I'm dead serious. She's a man. Someone said so.
Absolutely none of them.
Why does she look 40 years old?
Starters, she
She
broke
looks
the
40
record
'cause she
earlier this
came down
year
her
for
face
having
too much.
sex with over 1,000 men
What
all
the-
in the span of 24 hours.
What
She's now
the
wearing
fuck?
this achievement like a medal.
Mason?
It's ridiculous that people are actually praising her for this. It's not even that
Praising
many.
her?
I bet I could take two. Now, back to the video. Now, what exactly have we learned in this entire video? People are weird. I don't know. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you
Got pain.
For as long as I've been on YouTube, I always remember creators mentioning that they were going to be moving in with each other. When it was good, it seemed to be good. But when it was bad, it was really bad. If you're to think back many moons ago, you may recall the nightmare that was the original Team 10 house with Jake Paul.
Oh,
Together,
it's
Jake Paul and
good, bro.
ruined the lives of living within a 25-mile radius of him by simply being obnoxious and annoying, all in the name of content. When that eventually all fell apart, TikTok took the lead and gave us the glory that was the Hype House.
Hype House?
Though it seems that TikTok houses are almost a dying breed,
We should make
simply
the
a
homie
product of its past. However,
The homie, bro.
has
What is that?
Ice
a
Spice.
new being crafted by the heavens of
Wish the goon house.
gentlemen and everyone in between.
I should do a squad.
You, the Bop House.
Why the Bop house sucks. Sucks, dude.
Now, putting on your investigative outfit and taking a first glance at the Bop House, you may notice how different it is compared to any other content house we've seen
scared,
before.
yeah.
Do they have Bop house jerseys?
Gamers or vloggers or really any type of
Scared.
content creator that is safe for this platform, the Bop House consists of OF models. Now, in case you've been living under a rock for the past few years, an OF model is somebody who sells very specific photographs of themselves on the internet.
I should start doing that.
Look into the Bop House and some of its members, I feel that we need a proper introduction to what type of life-changing and mind-bending
He's definitely an OF Bop.
putting ourselves through here
Half
today.
of
The
the-
TikTok
half of the
seems to
people
have
in the Bop House
copyrighted
quit.
music, so I'm going to be doing my own little iteration.
Some of them like made their own. Like,
Who is the girl on the right, bro?
the girl on the left quit, Sophie, and then. Camilla
Whoa,
quit.
whoa, whoa, let's take
I think the other girl quit too. I remember a whole bunch of them, though.
that house, dude.
Yo,
I don't really have anything
Yeah.
better to do with my time. I decided to do my own mini investigation.
when did Gumball ever do that?
Precise address of
Is that Toby Maguire?
actually wasn't that hard. It's public information. It was from there that I learned that this exact house monthly cost $75,000 a month. Now, if we do some quick little
Low budget yearly salary.
2 to the power of 12,
Their
that's
yearly- their yearly salary is like
$2,500
$2
a day.
billion.
That's what a lot of people make in a month, and these dudes are able to just blow it on a house. Like, yo, if all I gotta do to start living here is spread my bunghole live on the internet for millions,
What?
I'd pay a crazy amount of money just to live in the walk-in closet of this house. Dude, to be able to afford a $75,000 a month home, you definitely have to be doing some hard work. What is it? Running a company?
They're very-
Going to space? Running a country? Like, what could it possibly be?
Bro, what is... She got...
Hold on, you're telling me there are people slaving away at customer service and jealous? And
I am.
of course I am. Are you not? Just to be clear, I don't have a problem with people making this type of content. I'm hating because I wish it was me making that type of money. You have no idea how much I wish I could just do a couple TikTok dances a day, post it, and
A million people.
thousands, even millions of dollars.
500,000.
For example, take a look at Sophie Rain. Sophie Rain is one of the girls in
Of course she has the bunny ears.
following after her TikTok and Instagram ended up getting traction. Sophie Rain started gaining popularity on Twitter for a reason that I don't really know why. Like, why could she possibly be getting... Oh. skyrocketing her OF into the stratosphere. Obviously, she did have quite a bit of attention. This is where I found out about her. And
Whoa!
revealed yearly
Randy
earnings.
Terrace is back.
In the year 2024, Sophie Ray
Number one. This is her number one fan.
What the hell?
That is more than what most
Jason Tate
made
salary.
in their entire lifetime. And this is only on one platform. Imagine all the other ones too. I don't think you need to be a rocket scientist by any means to understand that is unfathomable. That is an insane.
Bro, that's like LeBron.
Another member of the
Dude,
Bop
if
House
Sophie
who's
Ray
really
kept
She was in the Mr. Beast Squid Game.
If
she is.
Sophie
Her
Ray
name
kept that
is
up,
Camilla.
she'd probably pass Elon Musk.
I know, but he's almost a trillionaire, bro. She's nowhere close.
You guys know who Camilla is. You have to have seen her TikToks before.
Yeah, she does. She's like she has her brother.
7 from Mr.
His
Beast.
brother.
Camilla participated in Mr. Beast's Squid Game video, and almost immediately after people started to notice her, she made an OF. That is
Of course.
she's blossomed an entire career from it.
What?
Promotes it and
What?
Jesus
is
Christ, dude.
pretty f***ed up. This girl,
What?
where she just yaps about absolutely
Why does she have, bro? What is wrong with her legs?
OF for an hour. She does like these weird podcast interviews with her brother where they discuss the fact that she is indeed an OF model, which is pretty weird to be discussing with your family, let alone your younger brother. There's a bunch of other people in the Bop House. I have no idea.
What are these content farms?
Care. Also, I'm too lazy to edit them in. So let's go back to actually looking at the Bop House again. Now, once the Bop House was announced officially,
Who is this? She looks like she's like 16 years old, bro. Who is that?
Oh shit. I don't know. Look at that basketball hoop.
Yo, I'm gonna go play basketball now. God, bro.
Bro, why is
Can Sophie hit me up, please? I'll 1v1 you.
blew up really fast. The account was made around
Who is Ashley Sophie?
and in that short amount of time, they have somehow managed the account is so popular and well known in this short amount of time
They get a play button?
that they are looking to recruit more people to
Do they have a TikTok play button?
or not.
Yeah.
It
How
has
did you
become
even
a
get that? You
TikTok
took the
trend
page
where thousands of people are
Yo, why is it always the E-kittens?
the elitist club that
That's someone's mom.
house.
Definitely
Now, I
someone's
think it
mom,
goes
yeah.
without saying that
She's
there
like
are a
30.
ton of submissions that are simply made as jokes. Like this one grandma who's been posting on TikTok every day trying to get in. But
Cheers. What are guns do?
Let her
actually
in, bro. What
posting
are they doing
videos
here?
as legitimate auditions in hopes that they're noticed and are able to get
What
in.
the hell?
Bold statement incoming here, but I'm not so sure that these OF girls are the best role models for young people on the internet. Like, believe it or not, there is definitely at least one person out there
Oh, that's what she was with Lacey.
brain thinking that they want to be just like her in the future. I don't think our grandparents came to
Morgan.
100-something
Oh,
years ago for
Morgan.
people to be looking up to Sophie Ray. Now, when I went on TikTok and looked at the official Bop House account, I noticed that there were quite a bit of
Bro, as soon as she turned 18, she made one.
I know. It's like the day.
Bro, it was Lil Tay and her that did that, and she lied about how much money she made. She probably only makes like $200,000. That's still life changing, but like
It's so much.
she lied about making like $1 million, and it was so bad. I saw a whole video on it.
where people are asking for somebody named
I have
Piper
like a
Raquel to
$3,000
be added.
I
I'd
still
heard
don't
the
have
name
6
before, but I never
gigabyte-
really
6
knew who
terabytes
she
of
was.
CP.
So I
That's
looked her up on TikTok, and she's basically just
What?
who does dances. Now, why is this concerning? Because she's 17,
What?
and if that isn't bad enough, Deadass made her own audition.
Yeah, bro.
TikTok is actually so cooked. Society is
Maybe things
It's just
draw in the reason that TikTok is finally getting banned in the United States. Again,
until Trump bought it again.
that if this is the type of content that certain people want to make, they can go ahead and do so. Absolutely nobody is stopping them. It's a free country. Do whatever you want. I do also understand why so many people are pissed off, because imagine going to school for years, struggling with student debt, working your ass off, having multiple sleepless nights, all to know that some people out out there are making 10 times your lively income
Yup.
in a simple year by simply doing TikTok dances and taking pictures.
No
People
way.
really are able to make money in any ways, but I guess that's just the world.
It's
I don't know, man. Anyways, that's pretty much all I have to say about this. Thank you guys so much for watching. Follow my Twitter, my Twitch, and my Instagram.
I can't pause it.
Pokemon, and until then.
Wow.